Yo, so in today's video, we are basically going to talk about Hayya Card. Yeah, Hayya Card, Hayya Card, Hayya Card. Now, when you go to Google and you type Hayya, or if you go to Google and you type Hayya Card, it seems like it's trending. Hayya Card only trended during the World Cup. Hayya Card was all over the place, only the World Cup. But it will be very sad for people to come into my DMs and tell me this is their first time hearing of Hayya Card. Bro, where have you been all this while? Well, anyway, so my name is Malik Sterling. In today's video, we're just going to talk about Hayya Card, just like I said already. I'm repeating myself because I'm very tired. I didn't even have enough sleep this afternoon, last night, before last night. I don't know why, but for some reason I've not been able to have enough sleep lately. I know. But yeah, anyways, we still need to do this. So yeah, first of all, I need to apologize to all the people that have not been able to reply to your comments on my channel. I'm not sure I've left any comments unreplied, but just that I wasn't able to reply them at the moment that you sent them, and I'm really sorry about that. And also, for those of you that I want to clear this once and for all. For those of you that are coming into my DMs and asking me if I can prepare you a Qatar visa, or I can get you a Qatar visa, please. I'm not an agent. I don't work with any agency, and I don't know how I can get you a visa. I've said this over and over again. I know how you can get. I'll just give you the information. I'll just give you the process. But there is no way you try to prioritize, or I hope you get me. I can't get visa for anyone. Please get this into your beautiful head. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, the Hayya Card was introduced during the World Cup, and it was mandatory to control access into the stadiums, fan zone areas, and also to access the transport over here. So during the World Cup, anyone, whether a local fan or an international fan who came to Qatar during the World Cup, was able to, myself, I had a Hayya Card, which I was using to access the metro for free. Because yeah, if you had Hayya Card, just tap it on the, when you get to the train station, just use your Hayya Card, and it was cool. People, international fans who came from outside Doha or outside Qatar didn't have to bother themselves getting, a visa or like a tourist visa or residence permits just to come watch the World Cup. So basically, this was only put in place just for the World Cup. But and then it was announced that you could only stay till 23rd of January 2023. But just before that, on the 30th of January, so it expired, or for people who came with Hayya Card had to leave before. But I think most people had different Hayya Cards. It's like organizers of the World Cup. I don't know, but yeah, most people, and at a point I was even getting confused because I don't know why on the platform or even on the internet. Listen, I've called Hayya call center severally, and always when I call them, I even try to record their conversation, and I think I have most of their conversations on my platform. So I usually ask them, what is the validity of the Hayya Card? When can an international fan stay with a Hayya Card? So this is what they told me, and it was all over the place. It was on the internet. So they said if you have a Hayya Card and you are an international fan, you can only stay until 23rd of January 2023. All right. So when they said that, I said okay, so that's cool. But then on the 30th of January 2023, yeah, just be 30th, right? So just before we entered 2024 this year, the MOI, Ministry of Interior, made it clear. They announced that they've extended the validity of the Hayya Card again, which means anyone with a Hayya Card before, any international fan who came to Qatar during the World Cup with a Hayya Card could now extend their stay, or whether they've left Qatar, they can update their validity and come back to Qatar and stay until. So we are in 2023, yeah. So yeah, MOI announced that if you had Hayya Card during the World Cup, and you are an international fan, now you can stay until January 2024, right? Listen, I've even forgotten we are in 2023. Man, my mind is hot, So yeah, so that was what the MOI announced, that if you have Hayya Card, if you had Hayya Card during the World Cup and you are an international fan, you can stay until 2024. 24th of January, right? That is next year, and I think it's good. So this Hayya Card sort of replaced. Now hold on, I'm going to come back to the main reason why we're doing today's video, and trust me, I promise myself this is going to be the last Hayya Card video that I'm doing on my channel. All right. So if you had the Hayya Card, you could only stay until that. So this Hayya Card sort of replaced tourist visa. It didn't completely replace tourist visa, because as at now, if you go to the MY website and you try to apply for tourist visa. For some reason, it says the website is temporarily closed. Yeah, so there is no way you can access, you know, that option. So I think it's also good. But now my problem is this option for, you know, for the for you to extend your Hayya Card is only for fans who came to Qatar during the World Cup. So now this is what's going to happen. Now, if you are an international fan who came to Qatar during the World Cup, these are the things that you need to get. Now, this requirement came before MY also added this. So you only had to book your accommodation for the period that you are going to stay, book your round tickets like in and out flights, and then what else? I think that was all. But until recently, MY, was it MY or the Ministry of Public Health? Yeah, they came to announce that if you want to come to Qatar with your Hayya Card again, then you need to get yourself an insurance policy, which is not expensive. I think the cost is just 50 riyals on it. You can just check on the Ministry of Public Health website, the MOPH, yeah, I think. So you can check on their website. So that was the new update that the Ministry of Interior / the Ministry of Public Health added to it, right? So now it's going to be your insurance policy first. Get your insurance policy. So let's say you're going to stay for a month, make sure you have this 1 month covered with your insurance policy, right? So second of all, get your accommodation booked for the period that you're going to stay, and also get your tickets. So in and out tickets has to be booked and confirmed. So yeah, that was just about that. But I also learned that if you were not able to come to Qatar during the World Cup and now you want to come with a Hayya Card, it's not impossible. Now it's not impossible until an old international fan gives you their Hayya Card voucher, something like that. So now back to, okay, so now let's talk about the voucher. Now, so this voucher, let's say I'm in Ghana. I'm always going to use my country as an example. I'm from Ghana. So let's say during the World Cup I was unable to come to Qatar, right? Yeah, I was unable to come, and then maybe my sister was able to come to Qatar. So now she will have to request for the voucher, so I can input the voucher into my Hayya Card, so I can be allowed to travel into Qatar. So now there's another business side of this. Now I don't know if you've already heard this, but there's this lady friend of mine, Aisha, what's up? I told her I was going to give you a shout out on my channel. So yes, she was the one who screenshot it on Facebook, and she sent it to me. So I went through it, and there was actually a conversation, but I'm not going to show it on this channel. I messaged there was a particular person selling voucher cards or voucher numbers. Yeah, so the voucher that one needs to input into their Hayya Card. You know, so if you are not an international fan or you are not able to come to Qatar during the World Cup, this time around you would need a voucher to input into your Hayya Card so you can come. I hope I'm making sense, and I hope you can understand me, right? So yeah, let's continue. So I messaged this person, and I asked if Hayya voucher is available. They said yes. I said, so how am I going to get it? The person told me it's 1,000 riyals. That is how much in dollars? Do your calculation. So the person said it's 1,000 riyals for the voucher, and he or she, as in person, doesn't possess the voucher as of that moment. So it's with someone, and the person is not in the country. The person is outside Qatar, right? So the person is an international fan. So this has sort of become another business, like lucrative business for people, and people are doing. Now it's okay. This is up to you. If you get caught, I'm not going to sit here. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and condone, you know, on such act or such behavior. In some ways, well, you found it's better than, I don't want to say things, but yeah, people are selling the voucher numbers, and I feel like Qatar should rise against this. This is just not right. Okay, so oh god, there's a lot of things that I want to say, but I'm being very careful with how I put my words. Okay, so now let's put this all aside. So now back to Nigeria. So yeah, most of the Nigerian travel agencies now are capitalizing on the fact that one can come to Qatar without a visa, and you know, they can just come with Hayya Card, and the Hayya Card is made so easy. The requirements are so simple. What do you even need to have? Get your passport. Your passport has to be valid for just 3 months. 3 months. Your passport needs to be valid for only 3 months, not like 6 months or anything. It's just 3 months. Your passport needs to be valid for 3 months. Purchase an insurance for your period of stay. Book an accommodation or a hotel or a place to sleep, and then a round ticket, so in and out ticket. That's all. They're not going to ask for your bank statement or anything of that sort, So it has made it very easy for people to come to Qatar, and these agents in Nigeria are capitalizing on that fact and are taking people's money. Recently, I think if you've seen this other video that I made recently on my channel about a guy from Nigeria who sent me a voice note and was bitterly complaining about the fact that an agent took him about 2.5 million naira, which is equivalent to almost $5,000, I think, close to 19,000 riyals. Yeah, so that is how much the agent took this person. And I feel like now it is on a rise. Most of the agencies in Nigeria, this is what they are doing. So, okay, so if you want to come to Qatar with a Hayya Card, the Hayya Card is not convertible. This is one thing I want people to know. Hayya Card is not convertible. If you come to Qatar with Hayya Card, my dear, my sister, my brother, you cannot change from Hayya Card to residence permit or to a working visa. So we don't have anything like working visa. It's just permanent resident permit, right? So yeah, that is how people put it nowadays. They say working visa. So if you have resident permit, of course you can work. So the Hayya Card is not convertible. You cannot convert Hayya Card into a resident permit. Get this into your head. So if any agent tells you, I helped someone to go to Qatar with a Hayya Card, and the person is working in Qatar now, the person has been able to convert their Hayya Card into a work permit. Now, there was this guy who told me the agent said he helped someone come to Qatar about 3 years ago with a Hayya Card. Please, Hayya Card was only introduced somewhere last year, just for the World Cup. Hayya Card was only introduced when this World Cup was, getting closer. So Hayya Card is just about 4 or 5 months old. Don't let any agent sit there, look straight into your eyes and lie to you that they helped someone and it's been like 3 years since they went to Qatar with Hayya Card. Hayya Card has been in existence for just less than a year, for maybe half a year now. So don't let any agent try play with your head and tell you things like, yo, I helped people go to Qatar with Hayya Card and they've been able to convert their Hayya Card into working visas or residence permit. This doesn't happen. So if you're planning to come to Qatar with a Hayya Card, if you come, then you become an illegal person over here. Yeah, because you are coming with the intention of not going back now. You are coming because you want to get a job over here, which that is going to be very difficult or close to impossible. If you are very lucky and you find a very, 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 very strong company, then they can get you a visa within a day or two. Now, there's also one thing that I want to talk about. People have been asking me this on my channel, that how long. So there was this guy, I don't know if I can remember the whole story, but he was like, since December, he paid money to an agent, and the agent said they're going to help him with they're going to get him a job in Qatar here. So he came forth, he came and asked me that how long does Qatar working visa takes, or how long does it take to issue a Qatar visa? Bro, first of all, I don't work with the Qatar visa, what. So that question, I have no clue about that. But all that I know is agents don't produce visas. Get this into your scalp. Get this into your head. Agents don't produce visas. Agents don't bring out visas. So this guy fighting with me that I should bring out a visa for him. Bro, sometimes I feel like language barrier, I don't know, but the kind of things people say on my channel, not even on my channel, they come on Instagram and the kind of questions they ask me. If you've messaged me on Instagram, you would realize that if you just message me and you go straight to your questions, I will answer you. But if the question becomes like a conversation back and forth, so why this, why that, why? If you have any doubt, I'm pretty sure that is why you're asking me all these questions. But if you come to my DM on Instagram and you try to have a back and forth argument with me, no, my agent said this, why are you also saying this? Then I don't find the need for us to conversate, because you had complications, you were totally confused, if I might say. That is why you came to me to clear things up, to find clues or to join the puzzles together. So don't come to me and try to start up a fight. I don't have that energy. Sir, yes, so just like I was saying, if you come to Qatar, you cannot convert your Hayya Card into a working visa. So now this guy that was asking me that how long does Qatar visa take, it depends. Okay, So depends. There are some companies over here that are owned by big locals over here. So of course there are protocols almost all over the place. So they can just go to your embassy or whatsoever, just apply for a visa for you, and it will take just a day or two to change your visa or to get you a visa. That is how easy it is to get you a visa. And these visas are not coming from your agent. The company owner or the company, listen, this is your agent, right? And you are here, okay? So you come to your agent for him to get you a visa, okay? So now I am the company owner, I'm here. Your agency or your agents need to talk to me over here, or probably I'm the one who is going to ask your agency to get me workers from Africa or workers from Asia, wheresoever. So sometimes the company owners have visas already. Sometimes they have about 20 Kenyan visas. Okay, so which all the professionals on the visas might be maybe general cleaners, supervisors, security, or what have you. So the company owner is looking for 30 Kenyan people, okay, with the profession of general cleaners. So he tells agents over here. Agents goes out there to look for people, or agents advertise on several platforms to get people to come to him so he can register them. So when he registers them, takes money or whatsoever, now transfer their data, their details to the original company owner, all right, or the person in charge of the company. So now the person will start the process. Agent has no say. Agent is going to stay mute until he hears something from up here. So sometimes the agent is not going to tell you that he or she is waiting for confirmation from the company up here. They just want to feel superior. They just want to feel like they're on top of their game. So there is no way they're going to tell you, I'm waiting for this company over here to get me to get me information for me to give to you. They'll just be like, wait, next week I'll just check it for you. Just tell them, agent. Just you know what? One beautiful thing about this world is for people to give you confirmations. Like, okay, because trust me, your thoughts can kill you. Just imagine you pay an agency 17,000 reals and the agent is giving you cock and bull stories like, it's going to come today, it's going to come tomorrow. So agents don't bring out visas. Agents don't have any power on Qatar visas over here. It's solely and I've said this over and over again. Most of the agencies out there. Recently I spoke to one. He had an offer. I told him I want to advertise for him on my channel. And I asked him, how legit is he? Because I don't know him, but I've seen his flyers flying all over the place. Yeah, so I took his number and I messaged him. I told him, yo, bro, I'm in Qatar. So talk to me. How legit is your business? How valid is your business? So if I'm directing people to you, I don't want them to turn back and come and fight me, because at the end of the day, if you run with their money, they come back to me because they trust me. They don't trust you. I'm sure you trust me. You don't trust the agency, right? Because you trust me. I'm giving you valid source. That is why you come to me. So my sources need to be valid as well. So if I'm giving you an agency that doesn't have a valid source or doesn't have a legit business or whatsoever, then the whole thing becomes shitty business, if I might say. So agencies down in Ghana, they don't have that much power to get you a visa in a day or two. If an agency or if an agent tells you that they're going to get you a visa in a day or two, means they already have the visa. They only need to do a few tweaks, change names and all of that to replace the visa and then give it to you. That is all about that. So don't. So if an agency tells you, I have a visa, I'm going to give it to you tomorrow, or I'll have a visa for you in a week. These are just stories to get you sign up to them, because they don't have any security over the visas. This is what I'm trying to say. So if an agency tells you your visa is going to be back in the next 5 days, your agent is not the one processing your visa. He has only applied, or he has only sent your details to the company up here. So the only thing that I can ask you to do is, if it says 5 days, okay, it should be a 50-50 trust. Just okay, but don't put high hopes in him. Don't feel like, okay, in 5 days I'm going to go to Qatar. In 5 days, now Qatar is very expensive, and people are capitalizing on that. People are saying Qatar is expensive more than USA. Oh my goodness. I'm happy because back in the days when we came here, people used to laugh at us. People used to insult us. What are you doing in Qatar? What are you doing in this country? This country is not worth it. What are you even going to do there? What kind of job do you do? At a point, my friends were ridiculing me. They said, I'm brushing the teeth of a horse. Like, yeah, that is what they were saying. Like, I do, you know, nasty job over here. But trust me, during the World Cup, these were the same friends who were begging me to help them come here. Oh, if I'm doing shitty jobs over here, why do you also want to come? Right? I hope I'm making sense. These were the same people who used to laugh at me back then are the same people who are now pleading to, you know, find them a job over here. Sometimes it's just like that. This life, you know, balance actually. So guys, yeah, this will be the end of today's video, and I'm not going to talk about Hayya Card again. I'm not going to talk about Hayya Card. And now, one thing that I need to say also, I will start charging for my services off WhatsApp, off YouTube, because any information that I'm giving you, any conversation that you want us to establish should start and end on YouTube. If you want one-on-one conversation with me, I think nowadays I'm going to charge for it, because listen, people message me and they ask me to look for a job for them. Well, I can do that, but because I feel like there are no entitlements attached to it, what am I even going to get after this? At the end of the day, they are even going to call me bad names. This guy brought me in, this and that. So what will I do? I'll just forget about it and live my normal life, because guess what? I also have a life here to live. I'm working just like any other person is working, and I have families. And by the way, my name is Malik Sterling. Just subscribe to my channel. Let's get conversating, and don't forget to stay safe, and see you all in Qatar very soon. Bye bye.